Okay, so this is finale video of the day because I told myself I had to. My glasses need to be clean. I'm over glasses. I want my fucking contacts back. I'm going to the eye doctor. But anyway, so in an attempt to bring Trayvon Tuesday back to what it was, where I was doing it, faithfully once a week, or at least to attempt to, we're gonna get back into it today, starting today, faithfully. If I'm not doing this every week, harass me, okay? Because I don't want the hype to die down, and then people are gonna get comfortable and be like, oh well, no one said anything about it in a while, so we're all over it. Because we're all not. At least I'm not. So let's get into a report from. I'm gonna have to. I know I hate glasses and I hate to talk, can't see my eyes, but I can't see. So let's get into this report from August 30th from the Daily News, my Daily or New York Daily News.com, which is reporting that Trayvon Martin's killer, Mr. Zimmerman, trial judge Kenneth Lester was removed from the trial for biased appeals in court. Basically, what that means is they got rid of the goddamn judge because they felt like he was biased to George Zimmerman. Now, for you guys who don't know, Zimmerman is the guy who allegedly killed Trayvon Martin. I only have to say allegedly for judicial reasons. I believe he killed him. So I would normally just say the dude that shot Trayvon, but you have to say allegedly. I don't want to get sued. But anyway, so at this point, if I didn't know any better, Zimmerman has had at least 2 to 3 judges. They've run through at least 2 to 3 judges in this case. And now they keep changing it for a reason. The reason being they feel like it's biased. They don't want someone who knows anything about the case. They want somebody who's completely blindsided to what's going on, which isn't many people because this is like a world, maybe not world, but definitely international. Wait, international is one of one nation, which is world. What's the word I'm looking for? It's the country. National. Damn it. This is national news. Like everybody knows about this. So you're not gonna find many people in America that was like, oh, the Trayvon Martin. Oh, then you start to tell them about it, and they be like, oh yeah, that case. Yeah. So not many people don't know about it. So let's get into the read. Okay, the judge handling the Trayvon Martin shooting trial has been booted from the case for suggesting that he is biased against the team's killer, George Zimmerman. His name is Judge Kenneth Lester. Remarks during an earlier bail hearing created reasonable fear in Mr. Zimmerman that that the court is biased against him, the Florida Court of Appeals ruled. As a result of this prejudice, Zimmerman cannot receive a fair and impartial trial. So, I have a couple of things to say on that, but I have to gather my thoughts all together before I actually tell y'all. So let's just keep reading. Zimmerman defense team has argued that Lester had made not gracious. Where did I get gracious out of gratuitous? Gratuitous and disparaging remarks about the neighborhood watch volunteer who killed black teenager Martin in a racially charged shooting. Zimmerman claims that he killed the teen in self-defense. Lies. Lester's biased comment came at a bail hearing in July when the judge revoked Zimmerman's $150,000 bond after discovering he and his wife failed to tell the court they received more than $100,000 in donations from the public. Now, I want to know what he said. Okay, the judge set a new bail at $1 million in July and wrote that Zimmerman had fluted the system and tried to manipulate the system, which he did. There's no denying the fact that he lied about how much money he had, him and his wife, with her tacky ass, and that was not supposed to come out like that with her tacky ass. But they basically lied about the money that they were getting from. There's a website called the Real. Hey Wilson, called the real George Zimmerman, something like that. Some website. It's real tacky, and they were collecting donations from this website to fund his, trial or whatever and all that good stuff. I think it's fuck shit. So Lester said he believes Zimmerman had deliberately given the court false and misleading information, a felony offense, which could lead to future contempt charges. Which means, along with him being charged with murder, he will be charged for mis or giving the court false or misleading information. I'm not sure exactly what this will be called. Um, Such language will cease the defense team. Okay, that's what they said on what I just told y'all is basically why they're saying that he's biased. I don't think that statement makes him biased. Those are nothing but facts. That he A, lied about how much money he had, B, told the court that he didn't have the money to post that bond, and C, had his wife in on the little rendezvous. So these aren't like bias. Bias come from opinions, if you ask me. Now, if he was sitting up there talking about something, yeah, I believe he's guilty. He's racist and things like that. Those are bias. Then yeah, I don't think you need to be the judge of this case. But he didn't say anything that was not true. He was misleading the courts, and he did essentially lie about his funding. So I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything to boot him off the case for. But whatever. Here's more. Holding this over Mr. Zimmerman creates a horrible chilling effect on this case, on the defense presentation, and cements Mr. Zimmerman's fear that he will not get a fair trial from the trial court. The court wrote. He's It's as fair as it's going to be. You killed a goddamn 17-year-old for for racial. Well, my opinion. My opinion. You killed a 17-year-old on racial standards and blamed it on self-defense. I can I can almost possibly say that the majority of people with at least the smallest amount of common sense believe that. And I don't understand why. I still just understand why we're still in court for this and he's not in jail. That's just baffles the shit out of me. And I was locked up for a parking ticket. I had to spend 6 hours in the slammer. Okay, 6 hours. Yeah, it was only 6 hours, but it was long enough for me to be scared straight, and it didn't even happen to me. I was in the little phone cell for at least 4 of those 6 hours because I told them I'm not leaving out of here. I was on the phone for 4 hours, literally, with my brother and my sister. That's another story. I talked about this story on It's My Jail Experience. It's way back there. Y'all can find it. But anyway, so Zimmerman claims he was attacked by Martin in Shine self-defense. He was initially free without charges and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we know all those facts. So that's what's going on as of right now. The case is still going on. Apparently there'll be a new judge summoned eventually. I don't know when, but when they are, I'll be here to tell y'all about them. So we are still have hope that justice shall prevail. I haven't lost all hope in the judicial system yet, but it's looking not good. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. That was your Trayvon Tuesday. Like I said, do not let me forget. Tweet me, Facebook me, Instagram me, send a pigeon, smoke signals, something. Remind me every Tuesday. I'm gonna put it in my calendar. That's what I'm gonna do, so it can ring annoyingly every Tuesday. If I have to do it while I'm walking down the street, I'm gonna record it. So, all right, y'all. That's it. Peace. I'm going to get a pop tart.